Welcome to Agenda Central Item Approval Video Part 1. This is Cynthia Muckle, Project Manager for Agenda Central. Today, I'll be showing you how to approve items using our new Agenda software. First, a few things to mention before we get started. We are bringing you these videos via YouTube and, for security reasons, won't be sharing with you how to access the software. Please refer to page 7 of your user guide for this information. Also, please make sure to view these videos in full screen, high definition mode. This will help you to have the best viewing experience. If you're unsure of how to do this, please review our YouTube help video. In this video, we'll be talking about options available to all approvers. Approvers at levels 2 through 4 of our workflow will have additional options that we'll discuss in part 2 of this video. Once you've logged into the software, you're brought to the home screen, which looks like this. When an item is placed in your workflow queue, you will receive an email notification. To access your workflow queue, select the CC Agenda Workflow option from the Workflow Queues link. To access an item, click on its corresponding green arrow. To review the executive summary and backup materials, look for attachments at the far right side of the screen. To view attachments, you have two options. The green arrow will allow you to view attachments in read-only mode. The black arrow will allow those of us who have editing rights to edit attachments as well. For this video, we will demonstrate the green arrow. It is important that those of us in levels 2 through 4 of our workflow view part 2 of this video for instructions on editing attachments using the black arrow. So we'll click on the green arrow to open our executive summary. Sometimes this will open minimized in your toolbar, so if you don't see it immediately on your screen, make sure to look there. When you're finished reviewing the document, just close it as you normally would. After you have reviewed the executive summary and backup material, you have the following 3 routing options available to you at the bottom of your screen. The first is to approve. This choice will mark the item as approved and move it out of your queue. You will still be able to access the item through the Meetings tab, but will not see the item in your workflow queue any longer. The second option is Request Changes. Sometimes you will need to have a change made to an item before you can approve it. Choose Request Changes and fill out the box with your requested changes. This text will be sent in an email to the item's originator and will also be captured in the notes box of your item down here. When the originator has completed your requested changes, you will receive an email indicating what changes were made. You may review the item and, if acceptable, then approve it. The third option is Save. This will keep the item in its existing state and save it in your queue. Let's go ahead and request a change from the originator. We'll type in our request for change here. Remember, the text in this box will be sent to the originator in an email. When we're done, we'll click Save and Continue. You'll be brought back to your workflow queue and will notice the item you were just working on isn't here. Anytime you take action on an item, it will briefly disappear from your workflow queue. You will need to refresh your screen to see this item again using the F5 key on your keyboard or the green refresh button at the top of your browser. This can take a few seconds, so don't worry. You will notice the item's status in your queue now reads Changes Requested in red. Once the item's originator has made changes to your item, this status will become Changes Made and it will be green. You will also receive an email from the system indicating your change has been made. Thank you for watching the Agenda Central Item Approval Video Part 1. For those approvers in levels 2 through 4 of our workflow, please review Part 2 of this series for additional information.